Good morning, guys. So this morning, my Airbnb host for the weekend called me up and said, Tom, I'm leaving a day early. Do you want to move in a day early for free? It's fine. And look at this place. This is the kitchen table. Lovely. Nice welcome gift from the guy. Kitchen over there. This living room, I just absolutely love all of this. Wow. Wow. This is incredible. This is so good. Cannot wait for my mum and dad and my sister to come and see this. Wow. They're gonna love it. And they hate Airbnb normally, so this is a win, I think, for me as an Airbnb proponent. All right. This place is going to be perfect for ticking off the first one of my objectives on my list, by the way. Because I only have 5 days left now until I leave the Netherlands, and what I came up with in my last video is 5 things that I wanted to achieve before I left. So today I'm going to tick off the first one of those, which is to find some media, find some YouTubers, find some films that I can subscribe to and that I can watch when I'm not in the Netherlands. Seems like a good one to start with because I can start watching and reading stuff now. I don't have to be back in the UK, but it will help if I am. First thing I'm going to look for is some YouTubers, and Social Blade is a good way to find like the top YouTubers in a given country or whatever. I want top 100 YouTubers, Netherlands. But it's sorted by something called SB rank, which is, I don't know, some arbitrary way that Social Blade ranks stuff. I don't want that, I want subscribers. Right, so let's start clicking into some of these. Prioritizing the ones that are entertainment or fun section, because I want people where they're gonna talk quite a lot. So then you have to click through again to get, like, I think it's like the... Anyway, so you click through and it takes you to like the most recent video or something like that, I think. So that's one way that I'm gonna look through and try and find some YouTubers. And what I'm looking for is people who don't speak super quick, because that's kind of like a YouTube thing. People who don't do that, people who speak a bit more slowly, people who are just genuinely interesting, because I don't want content that I'm just doing for like homework. I want stuff like that I'm a genuine fan of as well. And then preferably, seeing as I've only been doing Dutch like 15 days now, preferably people who speak in quite simple language and don't go on and on at length will, hopefully. Something else I'm going to look at as well is YouTube Rewind from this year, and specifically the Netherlands page of YouTube Rewind, because then they've got the sort of the top trending videos from the Netherlands this year, most popular music videos, blah, 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 blah. All of this stuff is going to help me like find people who are big in the Netherlands, find interesting YouTubers. Next thing I want to do is find some TV shows as well to be getting on with. I was talking in one of my other videos about Jan Böhmermann, who I really like for German. It's like The Daily Show and Stephen Colbert and all that stuff in America. They make jokes about the week that's happened, it's commentary and all that sort of stuff. Reza Waffer tells me that the equivalent of Böhmermann is a guy called Ian Lubach, who has a show called Zondag mit Lubach, and says I should take a look at that. Okay, let's watch a bit of this. Before he starts, actually, something that is very important. Here we go. Yes. Okay, it has Dutch subtitles, which is so important. That is really, really good. Being able to see it and hear it at the same time will be so helpful, and over time I will need the subtitles less. But it would be really good to like link the words to the sounds for a while. Okay, cool. I've got Zondag mit Lubach, but let's take a look at some films now. And the first thing I'm going to do is go to IMDb. And you know the sort of like top 250 movies on IMDb, you can choose, I think, to do that in different languages. Okay, most popular Dutch language films with a rating between 8 and 10. Perfect. Amazing. So I can go down here, take a look at some of these, and then just jump on YouTube and get the trailer. Next thing I want to do is books, and I feel like I can be a bit more bold here than in other areas, because having started off with Harry Potter, and I'm now like 2/3 of the way through, by the way. Normally I would choose like Roald Dahl books at this stage. I'd choose really simple books in translation, but I feel like now I can get a bit more interesting with it. The first one I want to look for is Northern Lights by Philip Pullman, but actually I need to get the Dutch title first by going to the Dutch Wikipedia page for Philip Pullman. This is honestly the easiest way to find the Dutch titles, or the foreign language titles of books that you already know. Okay, Northern Lights. The Golden Compass in America, by the way. That's what it's called. Right. Het Noorderlicht. I said that very German, by the way. So now I can go back to Amazon and see if they have it, which they do here in paperback. And Kindle. There we go. Perfect, because it's the Kindle version I want, because with a Kindle you can long press on a word and then it will pop up with the translation for you, which is something that I just find so helpful because you can get a dictionary definition of a word without ever having to come out of the experience totally, and when you're listening along, it works really well. Now, obviously, you don't have to just get books in translation. I like doing it because I feel like when I already know the story, it makes life a little bit easier when you're reading it for the second time. The other thing is it's just a great excuse to go back and read nice books that you've read before. I remember reading The Northern Lights very, very long time ago, and it'll be really nice to read it again if I can in Dutch. That'll be really cool. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to look for is podcasts, because again, I really like podcasts. I listen to them quite a lot. I've spoken about Brexitcast before on the vlog, and for me it's similar to subscribing to a YouTube channel because it just drops into your news feed. I get a notification saying that a new podcast has been uploaded, and it just feels really natural to click into it and listen to it. And although I never use iTunes because it's an awful piece of software, the iTunes podcast chart is a good way to find out what people are interested in and what people are listening to. So, okay, cool. And then we've got a list of podcasts to try out. So let's try this one.
Ik sta alleen daar. Het is echt zo, hè? Ja, kom maar op met de rest. Laat ze maar proberen.
Cool, and then these guys do it on YouTube, which is perfect. That can fit into my subscriptions very, very nicely. All right, so obviously I've been kind of skipping through this to try and show you my method more than the actual choices that I make. But if you want to check out what I actually picked, you can see all of the links down below. I've put everything in the description. But if you've got any recommendations, then let me know. I would love to hear it. I think it's so important to have media in your target language just kind of seeping into your general life somehow through news feeds and podcast feeds and YouTube subscriptions. All of that sort of stuff is super important. So I'm very glad that I managed to spend some time in this lovely bloody house finding some stuff and getting it put into my news feed. So that's cool. All right, but as pretty as the house is, I feel like I've now been inside for half the day. All right, I'm gonna go out and be productive for the day, but I feel like this video is already getting quite long. So I will see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to subscribe if you're not already. 4 more days left in the Netherlands learning Dutch, 4 more objectives to tick off, and I will be doing them every single day until I leave. So I will see you on the next video. Until then, again, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. See ya.